It's a lovely autumn day, and Peppa Pig is very excited. Today is a special day. It's Thanksgiving. Peppa and George are playing in the garden, jumping up and down in piles of colorful leaves. Oink, oink, higher, George! Squeals Peppa as she throws a handful of red and yellow leaves into the air. George giggles and throws some back. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are busy in the kitchen. The whole house smells wonderful, like cinnamon, pumpkin, and roasting turkey. Mummy, what are you making? Asks Peppa, peeking into the kitchen. We're preparing the Thanksgiving feast, Peppa, says Mummy Pig, stirring a big pot. And we have a very special guest coming today. Ooh, who is it? Peppa asks, her eyes wide with curiosity. Just then, the doorbell rings. Ding dong. Peppa and George rush to the door. I'll get it, shouts Peppa. When Daddy Pig opens the door, a friendly face with rosy cheeks and a big warm smile is standing there. It's Aunt Dotty. Aunt Dotty, squeals Peppa. Hooray! Aunt Dotty gives everyone a big hug. Happy Thanksgiving, my little piggies, she says cheerfully. She has brought a big basket filled with goodies. I've brought my famous cranberry sauce and a pumpkin pie, she announces. Yummy, says Peppa. Can we have some now? Daddy Pig chuckles. Not yet. Peppa, we have to wait for dinner. Aunt Dotty winks at Peppa. But I did bring something special for you and George to do while we wait. She pulls out a bag filled with colorful paper, scissors, and glue. We're going to make Thanksgiving decorations, she says. Peppa and George cheer. They sit down at the table with Aunt Dotty and she shows them how to make paper turkeys by tracing their hands. Peppa traces her hand carefully and adds a little beak and googly eyes. Look, it's a Peppa turkey, she giggles. George makes one too, but his is a bit messier, with glue everywhere. Everyone laughs. Soon, Peppa's friends arrive. Susie Sheep, Danny Dog, Rebecca Rabbit, and Pedro Pony all come to celebrate. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, they all shout. The house is full of laughter and happy chatter. While the grown-ups finish cooking, the children decide to put on a Thanksgiving play. Peppa, of course, is the director. I will be the brave pilgrim who sailed on the Mayflower, she declares. Susie Sheep decides to be a friendly Native American who helps the pilgrims. Danny Dog wants to be the ship's captain, and Rebecca Rabbit will be a turkey. But what about Pedro? I'm a bit sleepy, says Pedro, yawning. You can be the pumpkin, suggests Peppa. Pedro happily agrees and curls up for a little nap. The play is very funny. Danny Dog steers an imaginary ship across the living room, and Susie Sheep offers Peppa a pretend ear of corn. When it's Rebecca Rabbit's turn, she gobbles and flaps her arms, making everyone giggle. The play ends with everyone shouting, Happy Thanksgiving, and waking up Pedro the pumpkin. Dinner is ready, calls Mummy Pig. Everyone gathers around the big dining table. It looks amazing. There's a huge roast turkey in the middle, mashed potatoes, green beans, sweet potatoes with marshmallows, and of course, Aunt Dotty's famous cranberry sauce. Daddy Pig, being the expert carver, stands at the head of the table. Right, let's carve this magnificent bird, he says proudly. He tries to cut the turkey, but it wobbles and slides around the plate. Oh dear, says Daddy Pig, struggling a bit. Everyone watches, holding their breath. Finally, with a big huff and puff, Daddy Pig manages to carve a perfect slice. Hooray for Daddy Pig! Cheers Peppa, everyone claps. Before they eat, Mummy Pig says, on Thanksgiving, we like to say what we are thankful for. Peppa goes first. I'm thankful for muddy puddles, my friends, and my little brother George. George simply says, Dinosaur, and holds up his toy dinosaur. Susie Sheep is thankful for her best friend Peppa. Danny Dog is thankful for sailing. Everyone takes a turn sharing what makes them happy. The feast is delicious. This is the best turkey ever, says Peppa with her mouth full. Peppa, don't talk with your mouth full, chuckles Mummy Pig. After the main course, it's time for dessert. Aunt Dotty brings out her pumpkin pie. It's decorated with little pastry leaves and looks almost too good to eat. Almost. Daddy Pig has a very big slice. Daddy Pig, you are a bit of a greedy piggy, says Peppa. It's Thanksgiving, Peppa, says Daddy Pig. It's a day for feasting. Everyone enjoys the sweet spicy pie with a dollop of whipped cream. As the sun begins to set, casting a warm orange glow through the window, everyone is feeling very full and very happy. The children are getting sleepy. Peter Pony is already fast asleep in his chair. Aunt Dotty gathers Peppa and George for a story. She tells them a story about the very first Thanksgiving, with pilgrims and new friends sharing a special meal. Peppa and George listen with wide eyes, imagining the big ships and the first harvest. Soon, it's time for Peppa's friends to go home. They all give each other big hugs and wish each other a happy Thanksgiving one last time. Thank you for coming, says Peppa, waving from the door. It was the best Thanksgiving ever. After everyone has left, the house is quiet again. Peppa helps Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig clear the table. I loved having Aunt Dotty visit, says Peppa. Me too, says Mummy Pig. Family and friends are what we're most thankful for. Later, as Peppa and George are getting ready for bed, they look out the window at the starry night sky. Daddy, Peppa asks, can we have Thanksgiving every day? Daddy Pig laughs. I don't think my tummy could handle that, Peppa, but we can be thankful every day. Peppa yawns. I'm thankful for today, she whispers, as she snuggles into her bed. George is already asleep, dreaming of dinosaurs and pumpkin pie. It was a perfect Thanksgiving for Peppa and her family. They shared food, laughter, and lots of love. And that's what Thanksgiving is all about. Good night, little piggies. Thank you for watching with us. We hope you had a wonderful time celebrating. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fun adventures with Peppa Pig. See you next time.